Hello. It is December 7th, Sunday, 8:14 p.m., and I am celebrating health. I am celebrating health because I got humbled this week, as we all do when we maybe take advantage of our health, um, and maybe push our bodies a little bit too far, and we may think we're getting away with it until our body shuts that shit down. And by that shit I mean us down. Well, you know being shut down, or things, what am I trying to say? The term shutting that shit down is literally, I would say, the title of this week for me personally. Now, astrologically speaking, I am an Aquarius sun in the 12th house. I am an Aries moon in the second house. But but most importantly, for this context, the context of this story, I'm a Pisces rising. Okay, so any other Pisces risings, calling all the Pisces risings out there, I'm gonna need you to, I'm putting it out there for this video to land on all the Pisces risings pages, because I need to know how your week went, the week of December, the first week of December. I need to know, because it was your theme shit being shut down as well. And I say this because Mars in Sagittarius, which is all about taking action, going after the things, is like your desires, is your motivations, is your ambitions, is you like going after something. It's you taking action. All right? That's your drive. So Mars is in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius energy is very much about like exploring new things, and it's also ruled by Jupiter, which means that it can be like excessive, like it's like big, abundant, like a lot energy. So I don't know how you guys have been feeling, but I know I have been feeling this like dry, a lot of like having to do a lot. Like a lot of things that I need to like do, or like new things too. It's like just certain things, like just being having this like drive to, and like this motivation to like try, like do new things, to explore new things. Like the fear that I had, I mean, there's still there, there's still like that, a little bit of like the fear, but I'm able to like just go at it. And I'm more open, let's just say that, to like to do. And what, that's one side of me, all right? But and so, when I'm trying to explain, sorry, not sorry, okay? I'm getting used to just freely talking. And I think this is my Uranus in the third house. Actually, I don't think I know. And last time when Uranus was transiting through my third house, it was literally causing me to like be able to like express myself authentically. Um yeah, and that's when I actually started talking about how astrology shows up in my life, when Uranus was transiting through my third house, when it was in Taurus, but now it's retrograded back into Taurus. So it aligns that I'm redoing this now, because that's what retrogrades do. They bring up stuff from previous things that you needed to like, that you maybe left behind. And yeah, so anyways, the point is, it's not, I'm trying to get more comfortable with it. Plus I'm forcing myself to not edit these videos. This is context that you don't really need to hear, but it makes me feel good, because I'm preferencing like, hey, if you hear a stutter, if you hear a whatever, if this seems like not as comfortable for me, It's because it's new, especially because I'm not editing it. Anyways, moving on. So now I've just rambled. I don't even know what I was saying. By the way, I meant to say, I'm currently in the bathtub. So if it sounds a little echoey, it's because just imagine me here. Well, actually, don't imagine me here because, like, um, I mean, do whatever you want, honestly. I don't care. But the point is, I'm in the bathtub right now, soaking my body, giving my body all the love and all the self care after a very um, interesting week, all right, of being like shut down for a reason. All right, let's get back to what we were saying. So, that Mars energy is literally activating my 10th house right now, all right, because Mars is in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius rules my 10th house, which is all about my career and my public life. So Mars is literally saying, girl, get your ass out there, put your ass out there, okay? I need you to be up in the public spaces. I need you to really shine, like put yourself out there and like do the things that you may have been a little bit fearful to do. No, we don't care. You're doing it. You're just going for it, all right? All right, so that's that energy, which is great. We need that. I love that, right? Especially when it has to do with like my career and like stuff like that, right? Or the things that I'm trying to do. But the other part of me which we're gonna talk about, which I was saying, that Pisces part of me, the Pisces rising, is astrologically speaking squaring. It's that Mars in Sagittarius, that get your ass out there energy. We got a lot to do, a lot of new territories to explore. Let's do it. Is squaring, which means it's causing some friction with my Pisces energy, my Pisces rising, which is opposite, which is not about that put yourself out there life. And in that way, it's more internal, okay? Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter, but it's more internal growth, like, so it's more private, okay? It's more sensitive to energies. It's more like, yeah, I would just say private, is the best way I can say that. And like, we like to dive inward and like that kind of thing, like look at our internal parts and help others to heal their internal parts. But yeah, but when it comes to like putting ourselves out there, it just seems overwhelming because energetically it feels like, oh my gosh, like, I think a lot of Pisces probably could resonate with this. Pisces literally, I feel like, are made to, like, there should be much more Pisces that are doing things in the world, because anybody with Pisces energy is like, their energies, what they have to offer is very healing, and we need that in the world. But it's almost like people with Pisces energy can feel the pressure of the gifts that they have, and they have so much love to give, and they have just so much that they want to help, and like so many people, it's like we can feel it. And so when we think of the things that we want to do, which is a lot, if we want to use our gifts of whatever, usually Pisces are usually like the spiritual, like, healers, or like light workers, or they're musicians, or they're artists, and they're just their gifts are, I would say, like, out of this world in a sense, because they are connected to like the spirit realm. So the things that they like create is healing, it's really, it does things for people, right? It helps, and so, in like a lot of ways. So, but anyways, the point is, it just feels so heavy. And so a lot of Pisces in it people, unless you have fire in your chart, can be not put themselves out there in the ways that they should, and like kind of block their blessings because they feel so overwhelmed by like their desires, I guess, or like what they want to do, or their vision, their dreams. Here we go. Let's think of it like their dreams or like what they want. And so I have that in my Pisces. So my Pisces rising, which means my first house is ruled by Pisces, meaning I do get like weighed down by people's energies often. And I don't know, like, so the point is, and also let's not even talk about the Pisces rising. Let's talk about the fucking other thing that's transiting through my first house, which is Saturn, okay? This Saturn energy. And that's really what I want to talk about, because collectively, we are all experiencing this Saturn in Pisces squaring Mars in Sagittarius, all right? So Saturn in Pisces is literally like slows things down to protect your energy, to like for you to put boundaries on your energy, for you to be discerning of what and who you're giving your energy towards. All right? And it wants to block the shit that is not like, that is gonna like drain you. So it's literally teaching you how to be discerning and have boundaries around what you're giving your energy to, and how much you're giving your energy to, how much of your energy you're giving to, and how often are you replenishing your energy as well. So so collectively we have this Mars energy, like I said, which is like wanting to get shit done, wanting to explore new things. It's just like, and it's ruled by Jupiter, so it's like a lot, like this, it's all these things, right? And it's having this energy now, like we have this energy to like we're being guided, we're being helped by this Mars and Sagittarius energy, which is like having more of like, okay, yeah, I'm scared, or yeah, I was scared to do this, but you know what? Now I'm feeling like more optimistic about it. Like, yeah, let's try it, But then it's squaring this Saturn, which is like, but actually you need to slow down. But the Mars energy is like not about the slowing down. Therefore, situations in life comes that like, if you're not listening to like your energy and like your energy, yeah, if you're not listening to your energy, and you're just letting that Mars energy take over, then what you think is going to end up happening? There's going to be a life circumstance that literally blocks you or stops you or slows you down, and that is the interpretation of Mars square Saturn. Okay? So Saturn, like I said, is transiting through my first house, which represents my body, myself, okay? But let's just say body. So, meaning my slowdown would come through like a physical situation, body-wise. And that's surely what happened for me this week. I'm a person that doesn't get sick often, thank God. Okay, that is something that I'm very, 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 very grateful for. But this week, it was like, that this was my week, my week. So yeah, and it's crazy because all last week I had a lot, like I worked all week except for 1 week. I mean, what am I saying? I worked all week, every day last week except for 1 day. And I don't even think I like really relaxed as much as I should have that day. And then come Monday, this week, I had a lot to do. And I remember just feeling so like overwhelmed by like all the things that I had to do. But also it was because I was feeling overwhelmed, because I was feeling that Mars and Sagittarius energy was like there are things that I've like wanted to do when it comes to like putting myself out there as an astrologer more than I have been doing. And I received a lot of good opportunity, or like just ideas and like downloads but it was kind of overwhelming me because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I really like now I have to do these things now. Like I like I'm feeling it and it's like coming and it's like, oh my gosh, like I have to now. And so I think I was just like overwhelmed by that, but also like I was just also just felt like I don't even have the energy to. That's how I felt like, but I felt like I was just gonna have to do it. So anyways, the point is, and then also I wasn't really taking care of my body this past weekend because I worked like the fair, which I did a vlog on, which is why you guys haven't seen any other vlogs, because after those vlogs, that's when my body shut down, and then I ended up getting sick. Okay, and I was quite literally this is TMI for some people. But I definitely like I was sick to the point where I was like vomiting a lot. Okay, and I don't do these things. Like I actually, a little fun fact about me, I have a fear of vomit, or at least I had. Um, if you don't like vomit, I don't even like to say the word, but I don't even know. I don't even like saying it, quite honestly. I really don't. But I have that thing where there's a word that's like a fear of it, of doing it, and fear of being around people who do it. And it's crazy because I've always had this fear, and I've only then once again blessed that I don't do that often at all. Like the last time I did it, I was probably pretty young. Like I can only remember the last time I did it, I was in high school, and like I'm so like fearful of it that to the point where I never even got drunk before. Well, first of all, I don't really drink anyways, but I've never gotten drunk before because of that. And I've also been like scared to have that was another thing where I'm like nervous to be pregnant because I know sometimes you have morning sickness. The point is that it was a big deal for me that happened for me this week. We're not going to go into details, okay? There's reasonings. I wasn't taking care of my body. I was overworking myself. I wasn't like eating enough. There was like a whole bunch of things, right? But the point is the neglect of my body and the neglect of like preserving or restoring, regenerating, giving myself enough time to rest. I was very much crossing my energetic boundaries and my actual physical boundaries as well, and not allowing myself to recharge and not taking care of myself, which this Jupiter in Cancer energy is reminding us to do, all right, is to listen to our bodies, take care of our bodies, all right? The more that we do that, actually the better we will feel and produce and all these things like that. But even as an astrologer, I'm still a human being, and I try not to overly obsess about astrology too much because I used to, and now I really try to like just live, and then I'll check the astrology every now and then. But I had a really bad relationship with astrology when I first started getting into it and got super obsessed with it, that I was overly dependent on astrology and not even like connected to my like intuition. And so anyways, the point is I just let myself be a human and try to let and just guide. But anyways, but now I'm coming back to it because I kind of neglected astrology, like when it comes to me actually using it as a tool, because I got over obsessed with it before, and then I like stopped using it, and I realized like, yo, that is like my gift, like all of us have gifts. Well, my gift is being able to like use astrology to help me in my everyday life. So I'm like, girl, just because you were using it in a negative way doesn't mean you have to like completely stop. Like this is your thing. And when I say stop, it's not, I wasn't actually stopping, because I would use it on other people because I'm an astrologer, so obviously I have to give readings and stuff. But I meant I never used it for myself. Like I wouldn't look it up, and I wouldn't look at my chart, and I had stopped doing that for a little while. And then I realized like, no, that it was my, yeah, like I didn't have to be so black and white about it. It was just like, just be aware next time. And but it's still important. This is why I actually loved astrology, because it really does help you really navigate your life, especially when you're having a really crazy like week, like minds of like being shut down. And it was confusing because it was like, okay, getting all these downloads and all these things that I need to do, but then getting shut down by it, and then not knowing how long this is going to be for. Well, thankfully, I did because I used astrology to guide me this week, and I did film some videos. I filmed a video, or like I filmed stuff at as I could throughout this week. So I expect a video of a week in my life using astrology to navigate sickness, navigate being shut down. It was very, very, very useful, let me tell you. And then also knowing that, like, by this day, I was gonna feel better. Like, and that made me feel so good. Actually, now is the day. Like, today, the Mars is not fucking squared by Saturn anymore. Thank goodness. Like, literally, I'm so excited. And this just happened. Like, I even set a reminder on my phone. And I was like, all right, once it leaves, I'm gonna turn on this video voice message thing, and I'm gonna like film my video for today, which is not a video, it's more like a podcast of me like sharing. But I wanted to share this because Monday actually is going to be when Mars is squaring Saturn, like collectively. All right. If that's confusing, I'm not even going to go into the details. But if I was already experiencing it in my chart because I am a Pisces rising, but also so it was squaring my Pisces risings and my Saturn. Anyways, but the point is the transiting Mars in Sagittarius is squaring the transiting Pisces in Saturn, or Saturn in Pisces. And it's been already kind of doing that for this week, but it's going to actually do it on Monday. Like, that's when they're really going to be like squared for the collective. So it's kind of like I've already experienced that for this week. So I'm interested to see how, I mean, I'm actually not interested. Okay. I want to just send good energy out there to people. Because yeah, I don't need, yeah, I just want to send good energy because it's not fun being like forced to shut down in ways that are very uncomfortable when you're overdoing it. But I'm grateful, honestly. I'm really grateful for the lessons because I was able to get the rest that I needed. And it was a good time. It was a great time. What am I saying? No, I mean, it was great when I rested. And I guess to finish this off, so I'm not rambling too much because I do need to get out this bathtub. Um, my lesson is that I vow, body, to never neglect you again. Okay? I'm not perfect, so I'm human, but I will make sure that I protect you, all right? That I nourish you properly. I give you the rest that you need. I am recharging my energy when I have put a lot of energy out. All right? Okay. I will protect you, all right? If I protect you, you're gonna protect me, and I don't want to have to learn hard lessons about this. So listening to my body, listening to my energy, not over trying to force it. When it feels like life is telling me to slow down, I need to really do that. And also, I I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to make a rule for myself that I need to really use my weekends, or at least one day throughout the weekend, to just do nothing. Because that's what I did today. And I literally just laid in bed. Like, I have not done that. And I don't even know how long. Probably, once again, since I was young. Or that's not true. But I don't ever just like have a bed rot day where I'm just laying in bed and I'm watching TV. And that's something I used to love to do as a kid, to be honest. But like it just didn't. I stopped doing it. I think it's just the guilt and then the pressures and the feeling of, oh, like, oh, that makes me feel like I'm being lazy, or I'm being unproductive, and just things that were like put, like, that I had, but also things that was put in my mind by just like being around like certain people that made me like feel bad for like laying in the bed, like having a time, like a day of rest to just lay in the bed and just be in my like pajamas. But even though I used to love, like, that was my way of like recharging myself. um and I don't do that enough. So you know what, I'm gonna give myself that, like, maybe every Sunday I may just like, or something, one day throughout the weekend I just need to have a bed day, because it feels so good. And now I feel so much better, and now I'm so excited for this week. I am still a little nervous because now all the stuff that I needed to do is gonna be like, all right, and now I have to do it. I was able to like get my little delay, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, I have some really, yeah, things. The pause is now done, and next week we're moving forward. So yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there for anybody else. Once again, if you're a Pisces rising, comment down below. Oh my gosh, I would love to like see if there's any other Pisces rising. I mean, I know there are, but I'm just saying, if you experience this energy in some way, or just in general, like, did you have a good first week of December? Did you have any challenges? Let me know. And if you would like, I would love to even like get, if you want to talk about it, I would love to like get you on, like, we can do like a little podcast. I do have a podcast where I talk to people. That's on my Healthy People Healing YouTube channel. But yeah, like, if you want to chat about it, let me know in the comments. I would love to like talk on like a Zoom call or something, cuz that would be cool. And I used to do that with people, and I still do it with people, but I don't know what I'm saying. But anyways, or just comment whatever you want. Just, but yeah. And just in general, let me know, anybody, if you want to talk about, share how your first week of or if you're a Pisces anyways, like, I want to know like how the Pisces are doing from actual Pisces energy people. But everybody else, I still care about you too, so you can share. Everybody else, I'm saying this when okay, it doesn't matter. Just, yeah, all right, I did it. That's my post for today, and I'm proud of myself for completing 1 week of Vlogmas. We're gonna get back to the actual vlogs next week, but it's fun to do these little voice memo things as well. Okay, I'm about to get out the shower now. I mean, not the shower, the bath. Talk to you tomorrow, or see you tomorrow with hopefully my vlog.